Hey everyone out there in the land of YouTube. This is Annette, but you know that. Out of the dock, and I'm making this video from the dock so that you can be outside with me. There's a few people walking by, but everyone's kind of minding their own business, so I thought maybe I'd do a little read for you here. I'll just give you a little kind of a span of where I am. There's a big schooner there. You can go out on boat trips. And then, because it's hard for me to see what you're seeing, I'll tell you there's some sailboats going out. Really, I have like zero visibility, but hopefully you can kind of see. Anyhow, it's an absolutely just amazing day in Gloucester. Just last night we had a bunch of rain, and then as soon as the rain stopped, let's see, which way do we want to go here? As soon as the rain stopped, the temperature dropped from like 80 something to maybe 60-ish. Boy, was it a relief. It was really nice. It was, because I was so hot, and then all of a sudden it was just like somebody turned on a natural air conditioner. So let me just get my bearings here. What I'm going to do is, even though I'm a bit blinded by the light, but I do need some light so you can see me, I'm going to do a reading on a few things that are going on in the U.S. But before I do that, I want to tell you that I want you to go and watch Church of Spirituality from today. It's July 30th. It's the last, this was the last Sunday in July. And what that means is next month we start a new theme. And the theme for July has been, that doesn't work, my phone shadow isn't. The theme for July has been freedom. So, hello. Beautiful day, isn't it?
You speaking to me?
Yeah, I was just saying hi.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Beautiful day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, incredible.
And what are you up to with this?
I'm just doing a video for my fans.
Fans?
Yeah. For
what
my
kind of fans?
My YouTube fans. They're
you're
from
what?
all over the country where it's
You're
really
a
hot.
YouTuber?
Yeah, they're from all over, and it's really hot the rest of the country. So
Oh, yeah?
I'm trying to give them a little bit of a cool sensation.
What kind of YouTubing do you do?
That I do the news from a psychic perspective.
Psychic perspective.
Yeah, I'm about to pull out my tarot cards right now.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Don't tell anyone.
Don't tell anyone?
It's all good. I'm just doing the news.
The news? What kind of news?
The national news. Sometimes the international news. Are you from here?
No, I'm not. She's from Boston.
Oh, okay.
Where
I
are you
live
from?
here. I live here.
Gloucester.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I have an office on Main Street.
I haven't seen Main Street. But it seems cool.
This is Rogers Street, and Main Street parallels Rogers Street.
It's so far what I've seen sort of integrates the tourism with actual production.
Oh yeah, it's always
So
been
that's
that
not
way.
bad.
We want it to stay that way.
Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, some places, like we went to Rockport today, and that's just.
Yeah, that's where I live. I live in Rockport.
But Rockport also seems to have some actual fishing.
Oh sure, yeah. There's
activity,
lots of
but,
lobstering. Lots of lobstering.
Say it again.
Lobstering.
Lobster.
Yeah. And
The
painting.
lobstering's not farmed lobster. It's lobster.
No, it's from the ocean.
It's
Yeah, they
gen-
go out and they put traps out and they, yeah. Yeah, you want to say hello? Say hi.
I've never been on YouTube.
You're not yet. I have to upload the video.
Well, you're gonna edit that out because you didn't get my head in.
No, it's fine. They like that.
Alright.
I probably didn't get your head. It's hard to see.
Alright, well, good luck.
Thank you.
Much fame to you.
All right, working on it.
Okay,
Enjoy your visit.
You get, you earn your living off of that?
I do.
Wow.
I've been a reader for 30 years.
Oh, tarot card reader.
Yeah.
But I meant off of the YouTube?
Yep. Yeah, that's how we get
On the
busy.
basis of advertising
Yeah.
revenue?
Yeah, that and
And it really does
getting business for my readings. Yeah.
It really does it. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Maybe I have to think of something like that. I need some revenue.
PsychicAnnetteDion.com.
What's that?
PsychicAnnetteDion.com.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Take care.
You too. All right. So first, what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at some of the insurrectionists that are in our government, and we're gonna start with Matt Gaetz for some reason. Anyway, I hope you didn't mind my little social interaction there. This is as real as it gets. For some reason, I want to read on Matt Gaetz, so let's take a look. I do feel like the January 6th insurrectionists that are in our government right now are very nervous because they're not able to get any traction with any of these, lies, these circus clown show hearings. So I'm gonna look at Matt Gaetz. That always kind of happens when I'm out here, right? It's like all of a sudden somebody gets magnetized to me. I was trying to keep it down. He kept making me raise my voice. All right. Matt Gaetz. Well, it looks like Matt Gaetz is right now, he's looking at the things that he's done in the past. Let me see if I can get the sun out of the way. Looks like Matt Gaetz is looking at the things that he's done in the past and kind of trying to keep them in the back of his head. It's not working too well to keep these things he's done in the back of his mind, because actually he's being investigated and it's been hidden. The guides are showing me like Matt's crimes have been hidden, and for some reason the guides are showing me the image of Matt's crimes being hidden under like a stack of mattresses. I don't know the significance of that. Just really covered up. Really covered up. Matt's crimes have been really covered up. They're there, but they've been undercover. Let's see. And the King of Pentacles represents the money that's been doled out to bail him out. Trying not to get all these shadows. And he's counting on that continuing. But the problem for Matt Gaetz is the money can bail him out of going to jail for the sex trafficking. But what he can't get bailed out of is the evidence that's currently against him for January 6th. And for that, he's going to stand alone like a hermit. He's going to stand alone like a hermit, and he won't be able to, there'll be no place to turn. So Matt Gaetz has it coming. He knows it. I sense it when I see him at those clown hearings. And so don't let him fool you, because he's kind of a mess, and well, we know he's a mess. But in terms of his feelings of emotional stability, if he ever had them in his life, he's not doing well. And then I see the Ten of Swords. This has come to be like the Trump card. The card that's about Trump. The Trump card, like the game, I guess, the card game. But this is about prosecutions coming from all angles. So there's that. And then I have these cards are just kind of popping up. And then I have, the Three of Swords. So it's going to be like a stab to the heart from Matt. It's coming. Don't think it isn't. All right. I just want to mention to you that I don't usually do videos on Sunday except for Church of Spirituality. But I do want you to watch that because it's going to help you. It will be helpful. It will be helpful. Marjorie Taylor Greene. These people in these hearings, they're not even making any sense. And what they say on, the Newsmax and Fox and all that doesn't make any sense. So, and they keep on contradicting themselves and going around in circles. And the last time I heard a little clip from Marge, I was trying to follow what she was saying and I couldn't follow it. I don't know how long they can keep up this shtick. I didn't bring my pendulum, but let's read on Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'll go a little bit longer than 30 minutes, which is what I planned because I was talking to that gentleman. I was looking like a tourist, but it was he that was the tourist. I was a tourist in Maine last week. Marjorie Taylor Greene. King of Swords is Jack Smith. Nine of Cups is all the evidence against Marge. She knows it. And I'm feeling like in the fall, there's going to be indictments or subpoenas and indictments for Taylor Greene. And I'm getting September, October on that time frame. I just see the fall. Time's hard to predict, but I see the fall. They are in recess for the month of August. And they're scheming. I feel them, when they're in this recess, the fascist Republicans, when they're in this recess, I feel them being on the phone like every single day, constructing their plan. That's what they did, prior to January 6th, but it's not that. Let's read on that. I know that Trump is threatening violence. Well, when you look at it, that's all he really has, right? That's all Trump has, is to threaten violence. That's what the guides are saying. That's all he has, is, to hope and wish that he can, I'd say pray, but Trump doesn't pray. I don't care how many evangelical Christians think he's the second coming. I know. Can you believe it? But that's all he has, is to call for violence. So we're going to pull 3 cards about whether any violence will ensue. I mean, he wants names. He wants names of jurors. He wants names of all the people that are on the DOJ staff and the lawyers, the judges. He wants names to put out to his followers. I'm just thinking maybe I should ask. Okay, first I'm going to look at whether there's going to be any violence as a result of his call for violence. I get the 10 of Swords for him again. No, this is about him. This has been coming up repeatedly when I ask about how Trump is doing. The 10 of Swords. He's got it coming at him from all angles, quickly. The Chariot means quickly, and this Page of Pentacles, the news is coming on the full moon, which is Tuesday, which I keep saying. So that's consistent. What I'm going to look at now is, I don't know why I didn't bring my pendulum. I think I wasn't really sure if this was going to work, but it's working pretty good so far. I was over there first, but it was too windy. And I almost went away and I went, oh, this is kind of sheltered over here. Let me show you. This is a Coast Guard station with the flags. Once again, I can't see what you can see, so I'm probably just showing you the sky. My apologies for the imperfections in this video. I take no responsibility for the imperfections in the video, like the shadow of the phone in my face. So we're going to look at whether Trump will be stopped from publishing names of people that are just doing their job. Let's see. Here come some people now. If I'm not friendly, they won't talk to me. Can't help myself. I'm a Sagittarius. We talk to everybody. So, regarding that, whether he's going to be stopped from putting names out of people that are working for justice. Before I do that, I want to see if I can see what you guys are seeing. Oh yeah, you can't really see the boats going by, huh? How do I do this? Alright, so it's kind of exhausting for the DOJ to keep sort of fending off Trump's threats. They're working very hard. They're working overtime at protecting people. But I also feel like there's some real, true people that love America and people that want to save democracy that are really giving it their all. It reminds me of after September 11th, when everybody just wanted to do everything they could for their country. The Six of Rods. There are a lot of precautions. There are a lot of things being done to make sure that people stay safe. I don't feel like very many names will be put out and made public in terms of jurors and just, like judges and all that. The star is the United States victorious over Trump. There you go. The United States victorious over Trump. Yes. And I have the Justice card popped right up. Yep. This will be the most moving camera video you ever see. It really is like flying blind. I can barely see anything. Okay, so the Justice card, it's coming soon. Coming soon to a trial near you. Not the trials yet, but just the arrests. I'm going to read now on whether there's going to be a gag order on Trump. I mean, he should be in jail. He should be sitting in jail awaiting trial as we speak. So let's look at what the chances are of that happening. Let's see. There was a band playing over there across the water. I don't hear it anymore. Maybe they're done. A little afternoon music with some cocktails. Will he be in jail? What I get more than him being sitting in jail awaiting trial is that there is a gag order. There's some kind of a gag order coming. I've always seen that. I've always seen that for Trump. Because this is the truth being louder, more intense, stronger. The truth, the actual truth, not Truth Social. Let me remind everybody that they take words that mean something meaningful and they distort them and they contort them. So truth means lie. And it's across the board with everything they talk about. The things they accuse the Democrats of doing is like everything they talk about is just the opposite of what the Democrats are doing, even though they accuse the Democrats of doing heinous things. All right. I'm going to read on the Democrats in general. They go on recess they're probably on recess now. Okay, wait, what I'm going to do next is the fascists are threatening to shut down the government again. This is getting exhausting. We are the exhausted majority. I'm going to read on how that's going to go. Are the fascist Republicans actually going to shut down the government again? People used to cooperate. Remember that? Remember the days when there was relative cooperation, agreement, consensus, wanting America to be a better country for all? Remember that? I mean, it wasn't 100%, but it's a lot better than now. So, the magician, so what I'm asking right now is, are the fascists going to actually cause the government shutdown when they come back in September. The magician is the Democrats are going to finagle their way out of that happening. There's going to be a lot of news about Trump, that they're going to try to distract the American people by blaming Democrats for things that aren't happening. You know, delusional things that aren't happening. But the magician says the Democrats are going to be able to pull a rabbit out of a hat and make sure the government doesn't shut down. I'm not worried about that. What's going on is really, for the past few years now, past couple years, what's going on is what's on full display is how horrible and how good for nothing. Remember the do nothing Democrats? Trump would say that all the time. How horrible and good for nothing and infuriating this fascist segment of the Republican Party is. That's all that's happening with these hearings. They're just, excuse me, but they're just pissing more and more people off. And that's a good thing, because being angry is motivating. You know how they wanted their big red wave, and then, you know, they wanted their big abortion bans, and they didn't get their red wave, and they didn't get all their abortion bans, thank God. We have a lot of work to do there. Let's read on the Democrats in general. So that was about whether the fascists would be able to shut down the government when they come back, because it would happen by October. It costs this country billions of dollars when they do that. There's no need for that. But we got through the debt ceiling debacle, and that was pretty major. So it does look like we'll get through we won't have the government shut down. Yay! Oh, there's a beautiful schooner coming in right now. So, the Democrats in general, over the next, few weeks, just the energy, even though they're not in session. But the guys are showing me the Republicans are putting together these just like fairy tale stories. They're going to spend the month of August making, just inventing these total dark fairy tale stories, like in terms of, telling their followers that the Democrats are doing this and the Democrats are doing that. They're all conspiring right now to see how heinous of a thing they can accuse the Democrats of doing when they get back. I know, it's crazy how the Democrats are doing. Well, this is interesting. Did you know that Biden has appointed more people in office that are females than any other president in history? And he's appointed more judges that are minorities than any president in history, to reflect what this country really is. Makes sense, doesn't it? Oh, there's a whale watch boat. Can you see that? I think that's in the view. Yeah, they're going whale watching. They can't be going whale watching. Wait a minute. It might be a booze cruise. I went on a whale watch one time a couple of years ago, and it was a sunset cruise, and it was a pirate party. We know how to have fun around here. And so we got out, and the sun was setting, and all of a sudden it turned into a whale watch. The whales, the humpback whales, were frolicking around the boat and doing deep dives. You can see their flukes when they do that. It was transcendent. It was just an amazing experience. So they might actually be pulling in. But if they're going out at night, they're going on a booze cruise. How the Democrats are going to be. The Democrats have decided to leave some things up to the DOJ. This is kind of like, we'll just let them handle it. I've been picking up a lot of energy around Joe Biden and others, just knowing it's just a matter of time. They're just waiting for justice to happen, but I don't feel like they're not confident that justice is coming. Like, I think about Liz Cheney, and on January 6th, she said Jim Jordan was like trying to help her or whatever, and she turned around and she just said, "You effing did this," right? So So they know that, and especially the January 6th committee, they know that these insurrectionists in our government have it coming to them. And so that gives them a sense of like, okay, we'll just let go and see what happens. It's just a matter of time. They're building their cases. They're continuing to interview witnesses. It's going. The Queen of Rods, when they come back, when the Democrats come back in September, they're going to have like a kind of, I almost want to say like a soft power about them. It's a strange way to put it. It's like a soft power. It's just like, it's kind of like no need to stress power. Just like, what is it? Like strong and steady wins the race. I know slow and steady wins the race, but slow and steady never wins the race. As a former racer, I can tell you that. But yeah, I just see the Democrats when they get back just being like, okay, well, we'll just, we're doing our part, and they're screwing themselves. The fascists. All right. Let's read on Abbott, because I'm very, very upset about, we're all very upset about what Abbott's doing. He's pretty much, there's the music. He's pretty much, Abbott is, it's like physical assault and battery in a way. Put in that razor fence up with the buoys. I guess it's in the Rio Grande, and literally saying, pregnant women and kids, I don't care. Throw them back in the river and just let them drown. That's Putin. That's like Putin. That's that caliber of horridness. That's a murderer. That's a sociopath. That's a sick person. So let's see what his fate is. And I know the DOJ has called him out. So we're going to look at what's going to happen with that. I got the Four of Rods again. This is the authorities coming in. This is actual like border security coming in and having to make some moves and take some defiant action against Abbott. We will see something this week. The world is watching. I'm picking up Amnesty, the ACLU, human rights organizations and groups coming down on Abbott. He's not going to get away with this. This isn't about just the United States. This is an international matter. This is about people coming, seeking asylum legally from other countries who are fleeing for their lives, which is how most of us, or many of us, because we're sons and daughters of immigrants, that's just what the United States offers, refuge here. That's what the Statue of Liberty is all about. Hello. Let's look at DeFascist. I can't see a thing, so I don't know how much time we have. Okay. I just don't want to make this too long, and I'll show you the harbor before I go. Promise me you'll watch Church of Spirituality. I don't have you live, so I have to psychically pick up on whether you're going to watch. The moon today is in Capricorn. The moon's going into Aquarius, and the full moon in Aquarius in a blue moon month, because there's another full moon. It's probably August 30th, right? Would be in Pisces, right? Ron DeFascist. How's he doing? How's that fascism going there, Ron? Florida fascism. Why do I keep pulling the same cards? The Emperor, this is indicative of a power higher than Ron that's going to take charge. He's going to have a change of fortune. The illicit money he has stolen from the state of Florida will be revealed. Page of Pentacles. There's a clear case, many clear cases against Ron DeFascist. Well, we already know all that, Annette. I feel you saying. So let's take a look at his campaign. I know I've looked at this already just the other day on Friday. Let's take a look at his campaign. Ron's campaign. Well, this is Ron DeFascist's campaign. Five of Pentacles, out of money. This is consistent with what I've been seeing. And last time, you might remember, if you watched on Friday, I got the Two of Swords. I was using the Aquarian deck. I got the Two of Swords on Ron. He's really between a rock and a hard place. This is consistent with what I saw. This is indicative of him being out of money. Remember I said it's like when you get to a point, and hopefully you never have, where you max out all the credit cards and get cash advances and borrow money from people and look for coins and in the cushions, that kind of thing. That's where Ron is right now. His donors have bailed, as we know, and we will be celebrating. We're going to see the end of Ron's campaign very soon. I predicted August, and I also get that he's not going to announce it, which is weird. Like, he's just not going to acknowledge it. He's just going to kind of fade out of the presidential race without even mentioning that he's done. Can you say denial? It's not just a river in Egypt. Okay, so one more thing. I'm going to read on Netanyahu and see if he's going to be ousted soon. And then I'll do a few community cards. Going to Israel. By the way, I feel like Ukraine is gaining on Russia, so let's just keep praying for Ukraine. Netanyahu. This is a prison card. I think Netanyahu is going to be arrested. They're working on it, and the people of Israel will be very, very, very happy. It's a very spiritual culture. Obviously, in Israel, a lot of very spiritual people. And the guy's just saying, the spiritual people in Israel, they're going hardcore. They're going like full on, what are those, Jewish prayers we say? What are, it reminds me of like here in the Sicilian Portuguese community. If you need something really badly, you go to the little old ladies that pray and pray and pray, and those prayers are answered because they're so full of faith. The faith of the people of Israel is going to give them a lot of strength. Oh, that seagull was singing a little seagull song. I'm going to just pull 3 cards for the community. Also remind you that Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 are the live streams, Psychic News Network. And if you become a member at the High Priestess and the World levels, which just means you pretty much, it's a subscription, and every month you're basically giving me a monthly donation. So last night we had our first psychic party, which the upper 2 levels, there's only 3 levels, get you an invite to a free psychic party. So the seagulls think that's an awesome idea, as you can tell. And so they're saying, become a member, become a member, become a member. Can you tell? Can you hear it? I can hear it. I'm psychic. I can tune right in. All right. They're having a conversation. 3 cards. All right. And I did tell you that I was going to be outside as much as I could until the weather gets just too cold. So we got plenty of time. Oh my goodness. 3 cards over the next, between now and tomorrow. I don't usually see cards like this, on one question. This is the thievery of Donald Trump. This is the heartbreak that's coming. I'm sensing a health crisis for Trump. And I've been talking about that repeatedly. I need a clarifier. because those cards are so bad. But this is just, you know, between today and tomorrow, we're going to hear some news that's really bad for Trump, really something to celebrate for us. You know, forgive me, Lord, but I don't care when a heinous human being gets to suffer after all the suffering that he's caused. I want that. I want that. I want justice. So, I mean, a lot of people have indirectly died because of Trump. You know, he has an indirect connection to many, many deaths. And it's just, it's unspeakably horrible. Okay, so I'll do my best to give you a little tour before I say bye for now. If you'd like to book a reading, please do. psychicanetdion.com and Grassroots of Democracy. We have our 20 on Tuesdays guided meditation for a healed America. Go to grassrootsofdemocracy.com. Please join us. Even just put your name on the email. Just give us your email so we can at least send you the notes. The sun's going behind the Gloucester Maritime Heritage Center now. And there's a view of the harbor. And there's the sun's going down. Oh, I can see now. I just had the sun in my face so I would, you know, you'd be able to see me. Have a beautiful night, and I'll see you soon. And maybe I'll hang out here for a while. All right. Tomorrow, 7 p.m., Psychic News Network. Tell your friends. I'm working on building my channel. It's been at the level of extreme frustration where it just hasn't really built. It's okay. It's all good. My guides say just keep doing what you're doing. Namaste. See you soon. Bye from Gloucester.